So here's what happened, just so we understand how Zelensky and the collective West is absolutely obsessed with the information PR war. Absolutely obsessed with it. And it's the PR information war that for them gives them more money and gives them more weapons, though now they don't have any weapons really to get from the collective West. But they place a whole lot of importance on the PR campaigns. And a lot of the collective West leaders, they actually believe this stuff. They actually believe all the PR media productions that Zelensky, who is an actor, and his entire administration, for the most part, is a production team. Most of his administration, these people are producers, scriptwriters, directors. Like that's what they did for a living. So this is their wheelhouse. And what they did is, and the military went along with it, so shame on the military. But as I said in my video yesterday, Syrski, who is probably on his way out, he would do anything that Zelensky would tell him to do. That's why Zelensky liked Syrski so much, because Syrski did everything that Le Gobelin Vert would tell him to do. And so they came up with a plan to send, I've read reports of around 30, I can't confirm that, but 30 Ukrainian soldiers in an operation to make their way into Konstantinovka, to secretly slide their way into Konstantinovka, and to raise a flag, a Ukraine flag, and to put out a video, and to say that Konstantinovka has not been captured by Russia. Putin is lying. You see, here we are in the center of Konstantinovka, and here we are with the Ukraine flag. The problem is that the Russian military has such a tight grip on Konstantinovka, and they have such control of Konstantinovka, that they eliminated many of the soldiers. So many of these soldiers, they died in Zelensky's stupid, ridiculous PR trick, and a couple of soldiers were captured, and they released a video. They said their names, they said who they were, they described their operation, and they were holding the Ukraine flag, and then and the Ukraine flag and a picture of, I believe, Zelensky and Syrski, I believe, were the photos that they were holding up. I don't have the video in front of me, but then they put down the Ukraine flag and picked up the Russian flag, and they came out with a statement saying that we were busted. This operation failed. Russia captured us, and they did not eliminate us, and we thank them for that. So they actually said that as well. Let me find the quote if I have it bookmarked. Yeah, they said, we were sent to Konstantinovka with full knowledge that it is under the command of Russian soldiers. Our brothers died, but we were left alive. They treated us with respect. That's why when I say in a video that there are rumors, and I said this yesterday, there are rumors, not confirmed, that some of the drones are filled with kerosene so that when they hit the refineries, you get a huge explosion. When you're dealing with Zelensky and his production team, never discount stuff like this, because they're looking at ways to win in the information space, and to create big explosions, and to send forces into captured cities in order to raise a flag, so then they can use the media, which is completely on their side, the collective West media. They'll believe anything the collective West media from Zelensky. They'll believe anything. The Financial Times, BBC, if there was a video of soldiers putting a flag in Konstantinovka, the BBC will believe it, right? And they use that to their advantage. Everyone's playing along, and then you get the promises of more money, and they get more money, and the promises of more weapons, and the West and the leaders who also buy into all of this PR stuff, they continue the conflict. And they fool a lot of people in the West. A lot of people in the West see these images on X and they say, well, you know, they're raising a flag in Konstantinovka. Russia says they captured it, but here's a video of Ukrainian soldiers raising a flag, so Putin is lying. So those are the narratives that they want to put out there. Or look at all the smoke rising from the refinery, because possibly the drone was filled with kerosene. I'm not saying it was, but, you know, don't doubt that Ukraine would have come up with those kinds of tricks. And there you go. We're winning the conflict. The tide is turning. Let's keep the war going. Anyway, that's my point in all of this.